Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 6th of December 2023. So yesterday we saw stocks chop and bonds rip higher after tumbling job data. Speaking of job data, we've got some more today, more on that in just a moment. US stocks were choppy and treasuries flattened, not battered, so used to things being battered. And amid mixed data, including a drop in the JOLTS job openings for yesterday. And today we've got the ADP numbers, the precursor to the non-farm payroll numbers, which will be out on Friday. Bailey is also speaking, and we've also got construction PMI for the UK at 9:30 a.m. So look at the markets yesterday, new all-time highs for the DAX, but let's kick off with the Dow and work our way through to the metals. So let's kick off with the Dow monthly chart, just so that you can see that we're not that far off the all-time high. This is going to be taken out. I have absolutely no doubts about that. We've got through the fib retracement there at 89 at 36,031. So it's just a matter of when it actually does it. Probably Friday with the non-farm payrolls, I would think, if not before. You can see the move we've got here. We've moved up quite significantly from the October low. Santa rally working its magic. If we go from the low to the high of yesterday, we're up 3,000, nearly 4,000 points on the Dow there. So no surprise really. So the all-time highs, market generally gets there, then has a bit of a breather and a pullback. So keep an eye on these levels. 30-minute chart for yesterday, very, very choppy. But then again, just like on Monday, the market made its move before the close. And then overnight, the market's moved as well, taking out yesterday's high. So determined to get to that all-time high. What happens when we get there will be a different ball game, because once that's achieved, under the Obama administration, they can take credit for having kept the stock market afloat and also created the new multi-year highs as well. In the German DAX, as I said yesterday, the market's taken out the all-time high. That's the black line there. That's 16,531. That's from the monthly chart, which you can see there. The market above this now, no problems at all, and likely to continue as well. May get a pullback during today. It's not unusual for people to bail out after the market's made a new all-time high, especially if you've been down in the sort of low levels. And again, let's just have a look and see how many points have been put on since this market moved higher, including yesterday, 2011. That's a lot of points in the German DAX in a short space of time. So some sort of pullback correction is required. And again, I still can't get any answer on the implied volatility, which is incredibly frustrating, because I would imagine it's down towards the lows, if not historic lows. Here we can see that yesterday we had the classic retracement, oversold market, then just moving higher and then just coming off the lows. And again, overnight, the market moving higher. Don't know why. We've got a bit of a sell-off towards the low at the moment. Sorry, the high of yesterday. So why that's happening, I don't know, but it's interesting to see it. S&P 500 still in a sideways range, but moving higher. Actually more positive than the other stock markets overnight. Hasn't lost as much. Yesterday we had a double test of the BRN, actually a triple test of the BRN before the market moved up on the JOLTS numbers, and then above the high there you can see as well. So there's talk now of rates being reduced, cut, but we'll have to wait and see. I shouldn't imagine that will be anytime soon, but it's going to be on the cards, isn't it? And that's going to just power the stock market back to the upside. And there'll be the return of QE as well, based on an article that I saw on Zero Hedge, where there's a problem in the overnight markets once more, in the repo market, where it has spiked as well. So it won't be long before we see a reduction in rates and also a QE return, and the market move to make even higher highs. They've discounted the inflation, all of the wars, and it's just computerized algorithms now just moving the markets to the upside. And in the UK 100, stuck in the sideways range. This not really doing an awful lot compared to the other markets. 30-minute chart, stuck in the sideways range yesterday, very choppy. Market breaking out, and you've got the high with the prices already closing below that at the moment, or trading below it. Okay, so let's have a look at the US dollar, see how it's faring. And once again, you can see we've got back above the averages here. We just need to take out the 20-bar moving average, and we start to move back to the upside. This is going to continue to put pressure on the metals, which are going down, as I've said over the last few weeks. Yes, we've had a bit of a run, but it's just a matter of time before they sell off once more. So let's have a look at those. And starting off with silver, you can see we've got a bit of demand for yesterday, and we've been overbought as the market put in its top. Demand for yesterday at the 20 bar moving average. Don't hold your breath, but if we do get a bit of a rally, then watch it fail at the 89 and 78% retracement there, which will be another great place to get in and get short. 30-minute chart again yesterday, the London fix, batter the market, jobless figures. They did bring it back, but market's got to get above that DP and certainly above yesterday's high, which I think is going to very much struggle to do so. But if it does, consult the daily chart with those fib numbers of areas of potential resistance. Gold trying to come back. It's just got less selling than the previous day, where silver had the demand where they tried to hold the price. So an interesting picture there as well. Gold moving up still above the $2,000 an ounce, which is good to see at the moment. But again, don't hold your breath, because the central banks are buying gold by the ton. And if they can pressure the price down by using the news and the derivatives market, the paper market, in order to do so, then they are going to do that. And that's been the pattern for many, many years. Meanwhile, in the gold-silver ratio, as I said yesterday, spiking back up. This is your area where it's going to 87. It's ridiculous, we know, but that's what it is. So the manipulation continues, unchallenged by the regulators or anybody else. As far as this is concerned, it's collusion. But there you go. Right, let's move on, have a look at the basic trades for yesterday, and then conclude today's market alert. So in yesterday's trades, the market was sideways. We then moved to the upside. We then moved back down to the support to the left there as well. And then we had a potential buy signal which was filled, and then continued to move higher, but not until it had a sideways move, which you can see there, and then eventually continuing on the upside towards the high. And as we approached the BRN level there, and as the market started to come back, I decided to take the profits off the table as it became sideways, which you'll see in just a moment there. But later on in the day, the market actually did go through the high. We came back there just to have a look at it, and as we get to it, you'll see as the prices start to come back, gone through the high, I then decide to take the profits off the table, which you'll see there. And then in the afternoon, well, the news was on the cards, so we had a potential sell, but we knew that the market wanted to move higher, and despite this, the market then continued taking out the trade for a loss. There's the reaction to the news. And even more so, you'll see that I've put on there the 16,531 all-time high, and you'll see that the market guns for it for the afternoon and then goes through it quite comfortably, which you can see there. Market comes back and has another look at it and says, right, well, let's make sure we can keep this above this level. And then if we look at the overnight markets, in the 2-minute chart, you'll see at the moment we're still above it. There's yesterday's high, 16,551. So the market's got to hold above this level. We've got a bit of profit taking going on, which we saw earlier in the alert. Daily chart, you can see that we've got some profit taking there as well. And it's not unusual to see a down day after an all-time high, as traders do decide to say, well, you know what, let's take the money before we have a big sell-off. So that, and then of course it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, so you end up with a down day. So don't be surprised if that happens. But don't forget the ADP numbers out later at 1:15 ADP number release today. So let's see how things pan out today. And with that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.